So let's start with the class. First of all, Gabriela, we're going to start. Did you do the exercises for the first conditional?
I forgot.
You forgot. Okay,
Yeah.
let's take a look to the exercises. Let me see. I don't know if I can find them. I think I sent you some exercises. Let's see. Some topics, future, present, conditional, zero conditional. Here it is. I think it was this. This. Okay. Yeah. Can you see this image?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I put some. Oh, it seems that this is not the one that I sent you. But anyway, we have two types of conditionals, right? Zero conditional, in which you have to use if plus present and present, or things that are always real. That is the idea of first conditional. Things that are always real. For example, if water gets to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. That's true, right? It's always true. No other possibilities. Yeah. So whenever you have this idea of something that is really true, or it's a fact, you have to use the first conditional. Present, the first part with the if clause, and then the second part is present too. For example, if they don't come to the class, I don't care. Present, present. That's true, right? If the students don't come to our class, I don't care. Or if the students come to our class, I like it. Okay, so present, present is for something that is true. Now, you can also have the first conditional, which is present and future. When you want to talk about something that's going to happen in the future, you can use this first conditional. For example, if I win the lottery, I will buy you a car. If I have time, I will visit you. If she comes, I will be happy. All right. So always in the. Oops, they're calling me. I can't stop this. Yeah. Okay. Right. So in this case, present and future, you use it when you want to talk about something that is future. Right? The structure of this is if plus present plus future. Yeah. All right. Is it clear? Was that clear for you, Gabriela?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's go back to the book. We're going to see these two images. Do you have the book in front of you?
Oh, wait.
Sorry, Gabriela, can you wait for them? They're calling.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, please. Wait, I'm going to try to communicate with them. I don't know what's going on. I have to be worried about my father, so sometimes.
Yeah, it's okay. You can answer.
Okay. Take a look at the images first. Okay? Take a look at the images.
Aló, buen día.
Buen día, me estaban llamando desde ahí.
Sí, mire, usted habla con Freddy Correa, para el médico del Hospital Naval.
Ya, dígame.
Vengo con la niñita a evaluar a don Arturo.
Ya.
Una consulta, ¿cuál es la casa? Porque estoy aquí cerca de la servicio de un diesel service.
No. Tiene que ir diesel service. ¿En qué parte está usted ahora?
En Munizaga con Gran Bretaña.
Ah, en Munizaga, ahí, en Munizaga. Tiene que entrar a Munizaga. Si usted entra, la casa está a mano derecha. Hay un museo del automóvil, un poquito más arriba. Sigue hacia arriba. Ahí hay 3 garages. Y en esa entrada, ahí hay uno, ¿cuánto se llaman esto? Citófono. Usted tiene que poner el 173, apretar el 173, y en el 173 le van a contestar porque está la nana de mi papá y está también el cuidador. ¿Ya?
Ya, perfecto.
Vaya ahí, por favor. Ahí usted pulsa el 173 y ahí llega. Ah, ok, listo.
Ya,
Gracias, hasta
listo.
luego. Ah, sorry, Gabriela. They were going to visit my father. Could you hear?
Oh, yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, because it's, as you know, my father is 95 years old, and now he's sick in bed, so they are going to visit him in order to care. You know, he's
But like, is he okay?
He's not
Oh.
okay. I mean, he's now he has injuries in his back and his ankles, so they are going to cure him. Okay.
Mhm.
That's
That's really sad. I'm so sorry to hear about that.
okay. Let's continue. So
Okay.
you have 2 images in there. Where do you think it is? If you don't have any idea, guess.
I'm not sure, but I think that the second image, it could be something, no, somewhere like Asia.
Yeah, this
like,
one.
I don't know. Yeah, like Thailand or China, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
And the first one, I don't know.
Yeah. This is an island, right?
Yeah.
This is an island. It's an island. So so you have 2 images in there. So we're going to listen Anna and Luke talking about 2 extreme places. Where would they prefer to live? All right. Okay, so in here, you have to pay attention to this. Okay. We're going to listen. So you have to find out where is it located, how many people live there, and what work do the local people do. Okay. So hello, Danai. You are now in the class. And so we're going to do the listening. It's about these 2 images. Are you there, Danai? Yeah, in English, Danai. So we're guessing where these places are, okay? Gabriela said that this part is probably, you said, Gabriela, China. What other place? Island you mentioned? Somewhere in
Thailand.
Asia. Yeah, somewhere in Asia. Could be Thailand, could be China. And she doesn't know where this is. It's an island, of course, right? It's an island. So we're going to listen and 2 people talking about these places. So what you have to do with the listening is you have to find out or pay attention to where it is located, how many people live there, and what people do in those places. Okay? So I have to the voice, the sound. Yeah, share computer sound. Now we're ready. So listen to this listening and try to answer those questions. All right? Okay, here we go.
Unit 12, Grammar Focus, Activity 2.
Hi, Luke. What are you reading?
Oh, hi, Anna. It's an article about people living in extreme places. Look at the photos.
Wow, that island looks amazing. The colour of that sea is gorgeous. And sandy beaches all around. Can I live there, please?
Sorry, it says here that no outsiders are allowed to move there.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I'd live there if I could. Where is it?
It's Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic. Almost 2,000 miles from the nearest land, apparently. I think it'd be quite boring. Fewer than 300 people live there.
What do they do?
They're farmers. It says here that they also make money by producing and selling their own stamps and coins. What amazes me the most is that they've only had TV there since 2001.
Well, they probably had more important things to do.
How about this for an unusual place to live then? It's called the Hanging Temple, and it was built into Mount Heng, a really steep mountain in China, more than 1,500 years ago.
Wow, that's old. I wonder why they built it like that.
Apparently, it was partly to protect it from bad weather, and partly so the residents could live in silence.
Do people live there now?
Not really. It's a tourist destination. A few people live there, so they can look after the place, but that's all.
I don't suppose it's very comfortable as a home.
I agree. But the views must be incredible. So, if you had to live in one of these two places, which would it be?
If I had enough money, I'd visit both of them, especially the temple, to see what it's like. But I wouldn't live there if you paid me £1 million. If I had to live in one of these places, it'd be Tristan da Cunha. What about you?
Well, if I'm honest, I'd hate to live in either place. I wouldn't be able to go clubbing. But if I had to choose, then I'd go for the island, I suppose. I could watch TV, even if there's nothing else to do.
Okay, there you go. And now, could you answer the three questions? For example, well, what places? Where are they?
One is in South Atlantic, like the first one.
Yeah, okay.
I think the name of the island is Acuna. I don't really catch that completely, but I think it's Acuna.
The name of the island is Tristan da Cunha. Here you have it in here. Tristan da Cunha. The other place is, where is the other place, Danai? Danai, are you there? Yes.
Yeah, sorry. China.
China. And what's the name of the place?
Sorry, I didn't catch it, but it was kind of a temple or something.
Yeah, it's the Hanging Temple, they call it. Hanging, because it's hanging, right? The Hanging Temple. Okay, how many people live in those places? For example, in the island.
300? Something?
300, around 300 people. And what about the other place?
Only a few people because it's a touristic place.
Yeah, it's a touristic place, yeah. Not inhabited right now. Okay, and what locals do, for example, in the island? Because in the other place, nobody lives in there. But in the island, what do they do?
They are farmers.
All right. And?
They also sell like stamp, I think it says stamps, something like that.
Yeah, stamps, and they produce their own stamps and coins. That's kind of the idea. Okay, so that's about the we're going to listen to it again. Now we're going to put the script so as for you to ask me if they don't understand some words in it, okay? Let's listen again. But now we
Unit 12, Grammar Focus, Activity 2.
Hi, Luke. What are you reading?
Oh, hi, Anna. It's an article about people living in extreme places. Look at the photos.
Wow, that island looks amazing. The colour of that sea is gorgeous. And sandy beaches all around. Can I live there, please?
Sorry, it says here that no outsiders are allowed to move there.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I'd live there if I could. Where is it?
It's Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic. Almost 2,000 miles from the nearest land, apparently. I think it'd be quite boring. Fewer than 300 people live there.
What do they do?
They're farmers. It says here that they also make money by producing and selling their own stamps and coins. What amazes me the most is that they've only had TV there since 2001.
Well, they probably had more important things to do.
How about this for an unusual place to live then? It's called the Hanging Temple, and it was built into Mount Heng, a really steep mountain in China, more than 1,500 years ago.
Wow, that's old. I wonder why they built it like that.
Apparently, it was partly to protect it from bad weather, and partly so the residents could live in silence.
Do people live there now?
Not really. It's a tourist destination. A few people live there, so they can look after the place, but that's all.
I don't suppose it's very comfortable as a home.
I agree. But the views must be incredible. So, if you had to live in one of these two places, which would it be?
If I had enough money, I'd visit both of them, especially the temple, to see what it's like. But I wouldn't live there if you paid me £1 million. If I had to live in one of these places, it'd be Tristan da Cunha. What about you?
Well, if I'm honest, I'd hate to live in either place. I wouldn't be able to go clubbing. But if I had to choose, then I'd go for the island, I suppose. I could watch TV, even if there's nothing else to do.
All right. Any vocabulary that you didn't get? Or was it all clear? No problem?
I have one. When he said like fewer, no, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Fewer, yes. Fewer.
I don't know what does mean.
Few means a small number. Few, a small number. Fewer, a smaller number. Yeah. Fewer than normal.
Okay, thanks.
Right. That's the idea. Okay. Did you get the word gorgeous, for example?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was clear, I think, in general. All right. But in here, the most important thing now that we're going to discuss is about the grammar aspect, which is second conditional, right? Last class we were talking about the first condition, no, the zero conditional and the first conditional. The zero conditional is to talk about things that are always true, right? Always true. If I don't know, if you work a lot as a teacher, you get more money. If you are responsible as a teacher, you get more jobs. That is something that is true. Yeah. But also you have the first conditional in which you use it to talk about things that may happen in the future. For example, if you study hard, you will become an excellent professional. Yeah. If you are responsible, you're going to get good jobs. Yeah. If you travel to Europe, you will know wonderful places. Okay. So zero conditional to talk about things that are always true. Yeah. First conditional to talk about something that may happen in the future. Okay. The structures are if present present for zero conditional, if present future for first condition. Okay. Remember that also you can start the other way around. Usually or always when you have the if clause always goes with the present. If you work, if you study, if you don't come, etc. Right? Always if plus present. And the second part of the clause could be if present, present, or if present, future, depending on what you want to say. Remember also that you can change the order of the clause and no problem with that. For example, I will travel to Europe if I have the money. Or if I have the money, I will travel to Europe. If you start by the if clause, if I have the money, comma in between. If I have the money, comma, I will travel. But if you start it the other way around, for example, you start the other way around, you say, I will travel to Europe if, no comma, because if is replacing the comma. I will travel to Europe if I have the money. All right, so the changing of the order is not a problem. Now, this is the zero conditional and the first condition. Now we're going to enter into the second conditional, right? In order to work with the second conditional, I wrote something here. First of all, you have to know the use of would. When do you use would? First of all, when do you use would? Danae, for example. When do you use would?
Would
To talk about what?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Gabriela, can you tell me?
I know how to use it, but
Yeah, I know that you know. Sometimes you have to know the structure in order to explain it in the future, right? Yeah. How can you explain the use of would? When? What for?
I don't really know like the form, but it's probably when you want something, like for example, would you like, I don't know, pizza, something like that.
Yeah.
When you want something, I'm not really
Depending
sure.
on the verb, but you could say, for example, I would travel. I want something in there. I would travel.
a possibility or something.
Yeah, that's kind of, you know, what you use would when you want to express something that is a possibility, but it's not a fact yet. Yeah. It is the idea of condicional en español o potencial, el tiempo potencial en español, right? When you say, por ejemplo, yo haría, jugaríamos, hablaríamos. That is, in that case, you use would. Now, I wrote something here that may help you use it. First of all, would is always used with the infinitive, without to, never with to. So I would travel, I would like, I would study, she would come, they wouldn't go, etc. Yeah. So here I wrote, you use would plus infinitive for something that is a possibility, but it's not actually real. It's a possibility. Yeah. Okay. Remember to use it with the infinitive without to. Now here I wrote some examples. I would like to be an astronaut. Would you like to travel to China or would you prefer another place? I wouldn't like to fail this course. It would be terrible. Okay, so would, some things that you have to remember, is for every person. I would, he would, she would, they would, etc. And it's always accompanied by the infinitive of the verb without to. I would like. Would you like? I wouldn't like. Now you can use other verbs. For example, they would study. They would go. Okay. Now you can abbreviate this tense by apostrophe D. For example, I would is I'd. They would, they'd. And the negative is would not, wouldn't. Yeah, wouldn't. Now, the conditional would is used, oh my gosh. Wait for me because I have to, but it is connected. Can you see the message that I have in there or not? Can you see my
Yes.
message? Yeah, but I don't know. It seems that it is connected. Well, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's connected. Yeah, okay. So the second conditional uses would and the past tense. Would and the past tense. Yeah, that is the second conditional. So this is the structure. If plus past tense plus conditional would. Now, as I said before, if in the other two conditionals, if always if with present. Now in here, always if with past. Never if would. Never. No possibilities. Yeah. If always goes with the past. Remember that you can rearrange the order, but where you put the if, either at the beginning or in the middle, it has to be followed by past tense. Yeah. For example, if I won past tense the lottery, I would probably buy you a beautiful present. Yeah. What would you do if you had would past tense? If you had a lot of money? I would help my family, or I would travel to Europe, or maybe I would retire. Okay? So what you have to have very clear is that the second conditional is if plus past tense and would. So if you have past tense here, the second part of the clause will always take would. Or if you have would in here, the other part is going to be past tense. So now, what you have to have clear on your mind is that zero conditional, present, present. Second conditional, present, future. Third conditional, past condition. Okay? So, now, when do you use the second conditional? In the other possibilities, I mean, the other conditional, zero is for a fact or something that is always true. The first conditional is for something that may happen in the future or in the present. For example, if I have money, I will buy you a car. That can happen now or in the future, mainly in the future, right? Now, this is, you use it for a remote possibility, something that is not true, and it's usually for the present. Incredibly, you use the past tense here, but it's for the present. Yeah. If I won the lottery, when? Now. Yeah. If I won the lottery now, I would probably buy you a beautiful present now. What would you do if you had a lot of money? Yeah. If you had a lot of money now, what would you do now? I would help my family, or I would travel to Europe. I would help my family. I would travel to Europe, or I would retire. Yeah. So you use the second conditional to express ideas that are not totally true. Yeah, and they may happen or could happen in the present. What would be the equivalent in Spanish? How would you translate this in Spanish? If I won the lottery, I would probably buy you a beautiful present. How could you translate that?
Si me ganara la lotería, probablemente compraría un hermoso regalo.
Te compraría un hermoso regalo, right? Si me ganara, yeah. Si me ganara, for that reason, I'm going to explain this because you have to be careful. Si yo ganara, en presente, o sea, en español, eso es un presente. Si yo ganara, el presente del subjuntivo. Si yo ganara o ganase, si yo fuera o fuese, si yo jugara o jugase, si yo trabajara o trabajase. Eso es presente del subjuntivo. Y el otro es igual potencial. Si yo ganara la lotería, te compraría. Ese es IA, siempre IA. Pero la primera parte, the first part, it could be confusing because in English, when you have would, the other part must be past tense. So don't get confused for the present. Sorry, for the Spanish. Because in Spanish, you use a present in that part with the IA. If I won, si yo ganara, yo haría. But in English, it's always conditional past. So on your mind, you have to have that very clear. That is the connection. You don't have to question anything. You have to use it only, okay? Past tense, conditional. Present tense, future, present tense, present. And that, yeah, that is the idea of this. Okay? Here I wrote some of the things, or some of sentences. I want you to put it in the second conditional. That is to say, if past tense, conditional. So, how would you do this part, Gabriela? If she really, you have to use the verb love. If she really,
Love,
present or past?
past,
So, if she really
love,
loved.
loved. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, but it has to sound, okay? You did it, but
Okay.
it didn't sound, all right? So you have to say, if she loved, if she really loved me, there is something missing here. She really loved me.
She will forgive me?
Yeah, would forgive me. Do you agree with that or not?
Yes.
That is very chauvinist, okay? Machismo puro. If she really loved me, she would.
You answered I thought it was the answer.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know forgive, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if she really loved me, she would forgive me. Now, Danae, what about the other one? It says they on time arrive. If they
They arrive. No, they would arrive on time.
yeah, wait, they would arrive on time. Yeah.
If they hurried.
Hurried, yes. Let's see. Oh, I wrote it. They hurried. And the last one, the first part, you have to do it, Danae, and the other part, we do it, Gabriela. Okay. So if she.
Oh.
¿Por qué sale eso si está esta
Profe, me tengo que ir de clase, perdón.
Oye, a mí se me acabó la.